Alrighty, what's up everyone on YouTube? Just doing a little bit of a live walkthrough right here. And yeah, today we're going to be going over the BMW X1 2023. So what we're going to do for this, I'm going to just simply flip you around here. First thing we're going to go over is, of course, just the general look of the car. So if you have not seen the newest one, my personal favorite way to look at it, because of the size of the grille and everything, it sort of looks like an X7 that you just went and squished. So nice big front grille. This little guy right in the front here is where you can have your extra, excuse me while the car goes by. This right here is where all of your sensors are kind of hidden in there. You have, of course, your front camera on here. It is an active grille, so they'll move up and out of the way to allow more air on the inside. Down along the front here, you also have active air loops in the inside here. Apologies about my voice. LED headlights standard. You have a couple of wheel options, everything from 18s, 19s, and for the first time ever, 20-inch rims. These particular ones are the 18s. They're standard ones. This little outer rim here can be taken off if you want it to be a little more sporty in design. The 20s are currently back ordered at the moment, so if you do decide you want to order one of these guys with the 20-inch rims, that is back ordered at the moment. Again, this one is just black. It does have the premium package. This is one of the reasons why I want to walk through it, not the sport package. If you want the sport package, that will give you, let's open this guy up. Sport package is what will give you your paddle shifters on the inside here. So as you notice right now, volume down, nothing will get in the way there. There we go. So no paddle shifters outside of the sport pack on the inside. When you hop in here, you do have a smaller version of iDrive 8 altogether, 12.8 inch right there. And I believe, oh God, my brain was already stopping. I believe it was a 10.75 inch screen there, or 11.25. Apologies, I don't remember off the top of my head. Head-up display, of course. Newer version of the steering wheel. Now, if you've been in our iX or 7 Series, you'll notice that this guy is now no longer see-through, so this is the quote-unquote lesser version. It does, of course, have little pass-throughs right there. Just gives a nice airy feel. Feels good in the hand, very nice thickness for being a non-M Sport. M Sport, of course, gives you a little bit better stitching, slightly more aggressive wheel, and an M option here, and little cutouts over here. This not being an M Sport means you do not get that. Over here, and we do have a walkthrough of iDrive 8 again. Now, the main difference that you'll have in here versus any other car from BMW right now is that we do not have an iDrive or controller down here. Instead, they've opted for just volume and basics. Fun fact, this is the U11 platform, which will be the upcoming Mini Countryman for 2024. Inside of the little thing here, we do have a little bit of storage, not too much. Lots of storage underneath here as well. A little stat pad on there. 2 chargers, and of course all things you would expect right here. Now, as everything's moving more towards iDrive specialties, let me close this door real fast. What you start to get, standard everything down here, Harman Kardon system, and it's I actually have no idea if this is plastic or metal. It sort of feels like metal, but like a very thin metal. Anyway, neither here nor there. But as we start to move towards more iDrive 8 focused things, we start to get more of these, what I like to call burger menus. They're giving you access to a lot of your features like drive modes, exterior lights, and up here, you have one for your interior lights. I specifically like those because that means that if you want to change something, rather than having to dig through a whole bunch of stuff in your iDrive, you can simply go straight to it. So, for instance, I want to change my interior lighting. Go up here. Oh, look, there's the button. Boop. Give that a press, and once you press it down here, pops up right down here. Don't have to dig through. Go straight to your ambient lighting and switch it to, let's say, I don't know. What should we do? Ocean? Sure, ocean. Background color, all that. You do get an ambient lighting in the back here. I don't know if I can really, you can sort of see it. There's a light blue tinge down there to let you know that's currently active. This little guy here is a wireless charger as well as an NFC for your digital key. If you don't know what NFC is, that's near field communication, and it's typically for things like phones, the old digital key. This car does get digital key plus, meaning that it has the newer Service Pack 21 in it. This was also one of the only cars you can get the interior camera on, which means that if you have my BMW app and connect that to it, which you will need to do to get the most out of this car, you will actually have the ability to see quote-unquote theft videos. So if someone tries to break into your car, not only will you get all around, so you have 4 cameras around the outside, not only will you get all around visuals of the person breaking in, but you'll also get an interior camera to see a person breaking in. Not super helpful at the moment, but you know, during litigation, definitely fun to have. You know what, they can wait. I love my wife very much, but she can wait. Down right here, you have, of course, your garage door openers. 1, 2, and 3, right through the middles. Get a little press. Light comes up there. You can have your garage door open. It is a home link system, easy to use. In here, we do have one unique feature that happens in here. So because you do not have the iDrive controller, the main thing iDrive controller does, it gives you shortcuts to be able to get to the functions in your iDrive. Since we don't have that, they keep iDrive a little bit differently in the car now. So now, they make it so when you have your main screen right here, there's nothing else available. But when you say, for instance, touch your music, now those same shortcut features just get bumped right over here. You have your back feature, media, telephone, navigation, and your home button always available down there. You have your, again, deepest apologies for my throat. I ate a burrito earlier and it's a little bit of the cheese getting stuck in my throat. Anywho, so all this guy is always going to be down here, whether you're in Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or in just a standard iDrive. This will be swapped out mid-July for a new iDrive 9, which will be Android Auto based for its main operating system. This right here is a Linux system, and BMW is going to keep Linux systems in most of its run. But the X1 and, if rumors are true, the future X2 will be getting iDrive 8. So yes, the X1 is the only one right now, but the X2, which will be based on the same U11 platform, will only get that. Thanks for the question. So, there is none of it. I can tell you, since in my time of using this, that I have not had any issues actually, using this without it. It is a slight learning curve if you are used to reaching down here for a quick control of something to know, oh wait, I have to reach up here. Now, one of the benefits of having the smaller screen up here means that you no longer have to reach over to get all the way over there when it's the 14.9-inch screen. So this is all well within my reach and easy to touch anything I need to. I'm not sitting overly close, and actually I'm sitting a little far away from myself. So here, if I move this seat forward to my actual seating position, let's see here. Where are you? Yoink. No, this little thing's covering it. There we go. Moves up to my seating position, and down we go. I like to sit really low in the car. Yep, I can reach everything. Easy peasy. Alrighty, so that's that there. While I'm on here, if you guys want in a live chat, please feel free to make any comments, questions, anything while I'm going over the car here. I greatly appreciate anyone that does that. Any feature that you guys really want to see in the car, while I've got my eye on the chat here. If not, no big deal. I guess moving down here, I can tell you in my time driving this transmission itself is kind of the Achilles heel of this car. So the one thing, I think this is one of the best packaged BMWs you can get today. I used to think it was the 2 Series Grand Coupe, and now this one kind of takes its place as the most affordable, well-packaged BMW on the market, at least the US market. I know over in Europe, they have the 2 Active Tour. That's my favorite car over there. Go team for Europe. Wish you'd bring that over here, but probably won't. Anyway, let's go back down to this side for a second. So this is where you can put your phone. So simply pop it in there. This little guy has a little bit of tension, so you can lock it open like so, or pop it there. There's a little bit of a grippy material on the back here to let you know that it is gripping it. And again, while it's charging, this little guy right here, these little holes, that's for ventilation, and there's a small channel running out the back here. So as your phone's there, it's going to constantly be cooling, making sure that your phone does not overheat. You will notice that there are no hard button HVAC controls up here, with the exception of your max match defrost and rear defrost. Everything else, as I mentioned, is in here all the time. Now you can turn this thing on whenever you want. This has remote start as an option for it. That was not available on previous X1s. You get all of that on here. If you want a full walkthrough of this, I did do a walkthrough of this in one of my previous videos. Please feel free to check that out. It's the 2023 X1 walkthrough. So be my guest and check that out. One of the main things that you will get on the inside here, let's make sure we have all apps. So I'm not signed in. I don't have access to everything you would. You do get access to more things like that interior camera app and other functionalities like that. That will happen when you actually get in here and sign into your BMW. I suggest highly doing it through the My BMW app. One thing that people do tend to confuse is whenever you do this, if you're new to BMW, a lot of people take out their camera and simply scan the QR code right there. That will not actually get you access to the app. So the way this QR code works is if you don't have the app right now, it brings you to the download app option. And then if you have the app, you go into your app, and the way it works is you go into the My BMW app, lower right-hand corner, you have what looks like this little symbol right up here. So a little head and shoulders symbol. After you go to your head and shoulder symbol, you go to the upper right hand corner where you'll have your settings. Under settings, fourth option down, you'll see scan QR code in vehicle, and that's what you use to scan this guy to have yourself log in. So I can't do that right now to show you how that works because I'm using my phone for this live stream. But with that, let's hop in the back real fast. Helps if I actually unlock the door, doesn't it? Boop. Oh, while I'm here, I can show you this guy. Sorry about the glare. This particular guy is black sapphire metallic oyster perforated Sensitech interior. Just so you know, it is Sensitech interior for all the options that you can get on the inside. You have 4 Sensitech options as well as 1 sport microfiber option. In the back here, sitting behind myself, I have a good amount of room. It's about 3.5, maybe 4 inches altogether. I get the same handles as I do in the front. Same little grill pieces in the back here as well. 2 USB-C chargers and a little tiny storage unit in the bottom here. Center has pre-made armrests. Really good, easy, and all in all, feels nice and confident back here. Nice benefit is directly above me. I do have, so my head comes to right head is where the edge of this is, and that means that our sunroof can go all the way here. Now, if you haven't seen before, the actual opening part of the glass ends about here, so it's only about half the sunroof that can actually open. The back of it cannot open the glass itself. Going into the trunk, which is of course the biggest benefit of this car in here, you have of course kick to open, massive trunk, and a great wide opening, giving you access to plenty of storage in the back. This actually rivals the X3 back storage at 24 cubic feet in the back here. Of course, those seats are also movable forward. You can see this guy has a little bit of edge on it, but you can put those seats more vertical if you have more boxes. This thing is of course removable, and you have bag hooks here and here. Fun thing about it, they actually put a little tiny 9-run flats. Come on, there we go. Everything else you expect right up here. Again, with the key in my pocket, I can kick to open, kick to close. Sorry about the disconnecting each time. It does have a nice swoop to it. Great broad backside. It's kind of like edged in, so you get a little bit of an edge to it. Everything about this is just really nice. It has the newer recess handles down here, so it's no longer put your hand in, you put your hand under to get in the car. QR code expired, of course, because we're not actually scanning it. When starting up, you get a nice little, and I'm not sure if you can really see it. Let's see if I can, head display it. So if you've never seen any other BMW that is a little loud, let's take you and say thank you, no thank you, goodbye. So, good motor. It does have an upgraded 4-cylinder turbo. It is the B48 engine, tuned out to 245 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, meaning that you have plenty of power from this, and extremely usable. Now, this particular one, I don't believe has it. Let me double check. I didn't see it on the build thing, so I assume it does not. And driving, nope, so this one does not have it. You can get this with Driver Assistance Professional for the first time ever, meaning that if you want to, you can actually turn this guy on. Again, this guy does not have it, but you can turn it on and get adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, lane change assist, and all that in an X1. Now, if you fully build this one out, these guys are completely built out for about $45,000, and that's like literally every option in the book for one of these. I think the only real downsides, being completely honest, are again the transmission itself. They switched to a DCT, which I personally don't quite understand why. Might have been a packaging thing, might have been something to do with manufacturing, where it was a little bit more cost effective to do it. But I think they kind of missed out a little bit when it came to that DCT choice, just because it's not the fastest shifter in the world. When you get the sport option with the actual shifters, that does speed it up a little bit, but still not as effective as the standard 7-speed that was in the previous car, which I find a little bit disappointing. The other thing I think I find slightly disappointing is when you open this guy up, there's nothing else to really do in here. It's just kind of a nice shallow thing. Let's see if I can... Yeah, my phone could basically fit in there. My phone could basically fit in there. But yeah, any questions from our 2 active viewers while we're in here? Because otherwise I'm about to end this and give my wife a call back. All right, then. Guess that means there's nothing. With that, guys, thanks so much for watching and this quick little walk around of the X1. It's the first time we actually have one that's not sold, so I have the time to go through it. As you can see, it still has the covers on it, so I haven't even taken those off. If you're looking for interior options, again, it has 4 interior Sensitech options: black, oyster, mocha, and a red. The red looks really nice. And you can get, of course, a microfiber style for it otherwise. With that, let's just open this sunroof one time, just to show how nice, big, and expansive that is as it goes back. And there it is. So nice, massive. Being right here, if I'm just kind of looking around, not bad on blind spots. The C-pillars are a little bit thick, but all in all, like, you actually have pretty good rear visibility altogether. Nice frameless stuff up there, and decent size side view mirrors. Another major benefit of having this in the latest update means that you actually get blind spot detection. You did not get that in the previous X1, and I think that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, with all that, this is going to be sharing the same U11 platform with the newer Mini Countryman that's coming out in I can't remember if they're going to do it as a 2024 or a 2025 model year. I know it's going to be 2025 model year for sure, but I don't know if they're going to go out a year earlier with that. There's going to be a launch of that later this year, maybe about 3 months out. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. It's going to be fun. And yeah, with that, thanks so much for being with me, and if you found this helpful, please like the video, and, you know, have a great rest of your day, guys.